Welcome back, true believers and spectacular Spidey fans, to another Spider-Man PS4 as well as Marvel games as a whole video, relating to the Avengers Project, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale series. All of these awesome Marvel games that we are going to get in the near future, except for the Avengers Project. Sadly, we'll have to wait all the way until 2018 to get that, but basically all these games are incredible, right? And we are so excited to even be having these games exist, let alone be able to play these games in the future and have this whole awesome, amazing, wonderful, totally freaking fantastic community of the Spidey Squad and all you guys. I love each and every one of you, and without you guys, the wait for Spider-Man PS4 would be totally, utterly, increasingly miserable within each and every day of waiting for this game. It would be terrible. But thanks to the Spidey Squad and all you amazing, awesome, totally super spectacular true believers who just love watching our videos and love partaking within our community, talking to each of us, sharing your thoughts about the game, what your ideas are, what you think is going to happen next in regards to announcements for certain games like that. I love, and so do all the other Spidey Squad members, love interacting with you guys, because we love each and every one of you. So, this video is just kind of more to talk about the strategy of what Marvel is doing with their video games. So, for me, personally, I have to admit I have a little bias in regards to Spider-Man PS4 in regards of how it was announced. So, Spider-Man PS4, as you all know, was announced on June 13th, 2016 during the E3 2016 Sony presentation, and ever since then, if you take out the September 7th PS4 Pro clip for that game, which is only 30 seconds, we have had literally no other actual gameplay footage from the game. The King trailer was just a CG little ad, not actual gameplay at all. Crazy on how this wait is so long. And same thing with the Avengers Project. Less than 2 weeks ago now, Marvel and Square Enix announced their relationship making games together, and starting off with the Avengers Project. And got a little less than 1 minute, which I'm assuming is a CG trailer. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. It wasn't confirmed or denied, at least from my knowledge, that it was a in-game trailer. We don't know. Rise of the Tomb Raider looked really good, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Avengers Project looked just as, if not better, than Rise of the Tomb Raider. But for that game, we have to wait all the way until 2018 to actually get even more news on the game. At least with that game, they came out and said, oh, by the way, we're going to share more of this game next year. So it's crazy what's going on. But for me, personally, a lot of people saying that Spider-Man PS4 was announced too early. Out of all the other games that have been announced so far in regards to Marvel, like also with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, that was announced at the PSX convention, December 3rd. And is going to announce its release date sometime this year, because it's coming out in 2017. And as well as the Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale series, that is also coming out sometime this year in 2017. So at least we have two confirmed release dates for 2017 Marvel games, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale series. Also, Spider-Man PS4, even though Insomniac hasn't officially given an actual physical release date / month / year for Spider-Man PS4, the PlayStation Magazine confirmed it. All the tweets that Insomniac has been saying in the past confirms it. Agent M on the Marvel Thwip Show confirmed it himself. All the evidence that we have so far confirms, once again, that Marvel is going to release Spider-Man PS4, and Sony and Insomniac are going to release Spider-Man PS4 this year. However, when I said I have bias, it's because if that Spider-Man PS4 game was not announced on June 13th, the Spidey Squad would not exist. Just flat out simple. The Spidey Squad would not even be a thing. Wouldn't even be an idea, a concept, if it hadn't been for Spider-Man PS4 being announced when it was announced. And granted, regardless of the Spidey Squad, yes, technically, Spider-Man PS4 was announced too early. Where it should have been announced was the PlayStation Experience. That way people could say, oh, we got a Spider-Man game, and then release, oh, it's coming out this year in 2017? Great. Just have to wait a couple more months, and then we can get it. Awesome. But, yes, granted, again, it was announced too early. I'll admit it. I will admit it. Spider-Man PS4 was announced too early. I love what they're going to do with this game. Insomniac and Sony and Marvel are going to knock it out of the frickin' park. Again, it's an exclusive on PS4, which means that Sony is giving Insomniac all of the thorough funds and resources necessary to make a really outstanding game. And again, it's an exclusive to PS4, which means they don't have to cross the multi-platform border to make sure that people can get the game on all borders to suit all the fans. They're just getting on the PS4, putting it on the best console, PC, whatever, possible for Spider-Man, and Sony is going to do the best job possible. Same thing with the Avengers Project. That game is going to be multi-platform, as we know. It hasn't been said, but all of Square Enix's games have been multi-platform. You do get bonus content with certain games if you get it on the PlayStation, like Final Fantasy 15, as well, because that was shown off at the Sony press conference, and you got some more bonus content with it if you got Final Fantasy 15 on the PS4. But regardless, there are a lot of business legislations we have to look at here. Is that why, the question, pray tell, why is Marvel or Sony or whoever's making these choices, why are these Marvel games being announced way too early? Or even games in general, but specifically for this channel, we're going to talk about Marvel games. I would say the best answer is that they're announcing what their plan is for the future. Again, Spider-Man PS4, for those of you who don't know, which you should, is going to be the first installment within the MGU. This is an official thing. It stands for like the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is going to be the Marvel Games Universe, or the Marvel Gaming Universe, however you want to call it. And again, we're starting off with Spider-Man PS4. We're going to get the Avengers Project in 2018. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite can count for the Marvel Games Universe, but when we say Marvel Games Universe, we mean these games that connect with one another. They all have strands that connect with one another in some way. That's why we don't know if Spider-Man PS4 is connected to the Avengers Project. We still don't know. It's not confirmed. I see you guys saying in the comments it's confirmed that they're not tied to each other. We don't know yet, but given Sony's business legislation with Spider-Man and Marvel's legislation with the Avengers, and then having that be multi-platform, and then having Spider-Man be only on the PS4, it's starting to look like it's not going to be anything related to the games, yes. But we can definitely take out that the Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy game and the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite game, those are not tied into anything else, because Telltale always makes their own series, like the Batman series, and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is just a fighting game. We saw Iron Man in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, Captain Marvel as well. That's not the same Iron Man, of course, that's going to be in the Avengers Project. We already know that. It's just a fighting game, which is cool. Same thing with Injustice. The Batman Injustice is not related to the Arkham Injustice. Arkham Batman, sorry. But basically, why are these games being announced so early? Why are these AAA, totally psychedelic, awesomely super hyped games being announced so early? That would hurt sales, right? You would think that, oh wait, hold on, Spider-Man PS4 announced on June 13th, 2016. It's not going to come out until either mid or late 2017. So why would they announce a game, have everyone get super excited about it, and not show anything for that game until, like, half plus a year? It's already been 7 months if you take out the PS4 Pro clip again, but if you do have the PS4 Pro clip, it's been 4+ months. The amount of people have forgotten about the game, so at least certain not dedicated fans like myself and the rest of the Spidey Squad, and you super awesome true believers and the spectacular Spidey fans. Why are they announcing these games so early? It's one simple reason, really. It's just, again, they're announcing their plan, and what they're mainly doing is to build a pathway. And what I mean by that is, again, this is just the beginning of fully awesome games that we're going to get from Marvel and also DC with this Damian Wayne Batman game that's going to be announced on March 8th. Keep your eyes out for that, everybody. And also Injustice 2. They just announced Black Canary today for the most recently new character in the game, which is awesome. But yeah, as you can see with DC, they're kind of doing a really good job with their advertising, especially for Injustice 2, releasing new characters like weekly or, every 2 weeks or something like that. And then Marvel over here being super secretive, super discreet, and super non-advertising. They're not marketing any of these games. And really, it is a shame for us as fans because we are really excited for this game. But however, you gotta look at it like this. The more they stay quiet and the less they show now, the more they're going to show and the more they're going to talk about in the future, especially near when the games are going to come out. With Spider-Man PS4, that game really doesn't need a lot of marketing. You just need a really good gameplay demo, which is going to be awesome, and then a story trailer, and then also a launch trailer when it's released. Same thing with the Avengers Project. I don't know why. That's the one question I have. I don't know why they would announce it at the beginning of the new year and then wait until the next year to show more stuff about the game. It's probably just because, hey guys, we're making a deal with Square Enix and making games. Get excited. So There's tons of different reasons what could be happening, but again, why are they announcing it so early? It's mainly because to keep the fans hyped, know that you're going to get a really good AAA product from Marvel and these other gaming developers, Insomniac with Spider-Man, Capcom with Infinite, Telltale with Guardians, and Crystal Dynamics with Avengers. We're getting all these amazing games. I know the wait is going to be weird for all these games because of how we're getting no advertisement for any of them, but that will be changing very soon, I promise. So stay spectacular, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.